I'm still going to unbox one. Unbox. Hello again, and welcome back to March May's Midlife Dolly Crisis. So obviously Shadow High has been such a huge thing recently. For those of you who don't know, it's sort of like a spin-off of Rainbow High, but it's still kind of part of the same line. And over the last few weeks and months, I think probably everyone and their pet goat has released a video unboxing probably the whole line. Obviously, you probably watched hundreds of these videos, but if you're anything like me, you'll probably still watch another one. So I'm going to be unboxing one of the two Shadow High dolls that I think I'm probably going to get. And this one is Shanelle Onyx. There we go. In her box. I got her from Smith's Toys, and she was £42.99, so like €43. We don't really get them much cheaper than that here, I don't think. I know that Marno managed to get some great deals. Marno from Dolls Rescue got some great deals on her Shadow High dolls. I don't think that's probably going to be happening over here. But I'm really happy to have her. She was, as I say, one of the two that I wanted to get. So we're going to have a close look at her as I unbox her. Okay, so here we go. This is Shanelle Onyx. Hopefully not too much reflection there. You can see the camera, that's great. You can see the camera and the reflection there. So yeah, so there are a few different dolls in the line. Let's have a quick look on the back here. The artwork is always so nice on these dolls. And they've kind of given it that weird sort of, almost like holographic, but sort of almost like pixelated. I don't really know how to describe it, but anyway, that's kind of what the background looks like. And they look almost like, I think I mentioned this before, but like when an image has been corrupted online or something like that. It looks very strange, but it's very effective. So obviously there are 5 in the line here, so I don't know their names, but they're obviously all related to kind of the colours or tones that they're kind of presented in. This one is obviously Shanelle, who we're going to open today. This one is Natasha, and I'm not really sure. One is called Heather. I think it might be this one. I'm not sure. I'll be honest with you. I really like Shanelle because she's black. She's a very defined colour. The same with Natasha. She is white. She's a very kind of defined colour. The rest of them, I feel, are a bit messy in that they are just various shades of grey. Which is fine, but it seems odd to me that, are these really designed for children? I can't imagine a child going into a toy shop and saying, Mommy, please buy me that grey doll. It just seems very strange. Particularly as sort of at least these 3 seem very similar in colour. As opposed to, here's a white one, here's a black one. This one seems to be a combination of the 2. Surely one grey one would be great, and then maybe, another kind of colour. I mean, I'm looking at a picture here. I'm sure in real life the colours are more kind of defined. To me, these seem very much aimed at adults. These don't seem aimed at children at all. But anyway, what do I know? Let's open this doll up. So I'm not going to fiddle around like I did the last time when I opened my my Daria Roslyn doll, because I saw Anyang BJD opening hers, and she basically just opened it from the bottom. I struggled away with the top of the one that I had before. She seemed to just open hers very easily. So, oh, and this is actually coming out. Ah, there we go. So obviously this is the spare outfit, which I'm going to remove. That was too easy, almost. Now I'm going to struggle probably. I've got my knife here. I'm not really allowed sharp objects, but... Okay, so is that the only... Oh no, there's one here as well. I would imagine that if you wanted to, and if you were that way inclined, these dolls would just look amazing, literally just displayed in their boxes. But, you know, I don't really... I can see the point why people might want their dolls in boxes. I don't have an issue with people that want that. But for me, I feel that they are... Is that cut? I feel like dolls should kind of be out of their box and, you know, displayed that way rather than tucked away in their boxes. But as I say, you know, it's all personal choice, obviously. Oh, now, is that... Oh, let me cut this bit. Oh, and cut that as well, maybe. I mean, I'm not going to keep the box. I didn't keep the box for my Daria Roslin doll because it was basically just in bits by the time I finished with it. Okay, here we go. Fine. So the box actually I could keep because it's not in too bad a state at all. But then you've got this. Okay, I should remember to take out the doll stand, which is here, just behind this panel. So I'll remove that. And then I get rid of the box. I probably won't keep the box. The image at the back is very nice, but I don't think I'll be needing that. So we've gone blurry, which is not good. Okay, there we go. We're back. So we'll put the clothes to one side, and we'll put the doll stand to one side as well. And let's have a look at her. I'm probably going to actually get her out and then we'll have a closer look. Okay, so here she is out of her box. She was actually a lot easier to open than the last one that I opened, and I think probably because you kind of learn, I suppose, as you go along. The last one seemed a lot harder, particularly to get the second outfits out. These seem to pull out quite easily. Also, it kind of makes you more aware of where all the kind of the ties and the kind of like the plastic tags and stuff are in these, you know, once you've opened one. So, you know, they aren't dissimilarly packaged from the Rainbow High dolls, because obviously they're kind of the same dolls. So, here she is. Obviously, her colour scheme is kind of like mainly black, but they have kind of given her some grey in there as well, and some white too. But predominantly it is actually black. Her hair is really nice and long. It's soft, more or less. There does seem to be some product in it towards the ends, and I think only in kind of like one bit of it, maybe like the white part. I can't really work that out why, but I'm sure I can give that a rinse or something and it will come out, because it's kind of like the kind of gel stuff. Her eyes are really beautiful. They've kind of got like a violet colour, a violet and a kind of a blue colour in it, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it if I bring it up and if I try and focus a bit. There we go. I think that's probably as good as we're going to get. But yeah, obviously she's a very beautiful looking doll. There we go, back again. So yeah, her articulation is obviously the same as the other Rainbow High dolls. So she's very well articulated. She's a little bit stiff, but then you kind of expect that when they've been sort of boxed up for a while. Let's have a look at her outfit that she's wearing. So she's got these really cute little shoes. They remind me of sort of high heel mules or something like that. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Hopefully you can kind of see them there. I am trying to shine lights on this to make it a bit clearer, but I'm not sure if it's actually working. So she's got little black lace socks on underneath them. But yeah, so they're basically sort of high heels. They've got a bit that goes around the ankle, but they've also got this kind of like furry bit on it, like mules would have. Mules, people don't know, those kind of like, this sort of slippers that obviously Joan Collins would probably wear all the time. So that's a really nice touch. What I did mention before, I think it was probably when Mana was unboxing them on her channel, Dolls Rescued, is that they seem to have used a lot of texture in these outfits because to sort of make up for the lack of colour, I suppose. And that is really evident in this dress particularly because of all the really nice sort of layers. I really like the kind of ombre effect. That was one of the things that drew me to this doll. Apart from the fact that she's gorgeous and she's got really nice hair and everything, the kind of the dress that she was in, I really, really liked. I felt that they'd obviously designed her very well. So I guess it's kind of like, it's sort of chiffony. It does have like an underskirt there, which again is kind of ombre. I guess if you didn't have that, this would be very see-through. So obviously they had to put that in. And you can kind of see where it's been stitched. If you lift it up on the inside, you can kind of see all the kind of stitching and how it isn't just sort of like, in circles. It's basically, it's kind of all over the place there. So a lot of work's definitely gone into the creation of this dress. She has a belt on, which obviously has the initials SH. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that because it's black on black. And the camera doesn't seem to want to do it. It might, there, you can kind of see it there. I think it's sort of shining in the light there. There are some clothes straps at the top which are kind of keeping it up. She has got a little bracelet here, a very kind of simple silver bracelet, which also has a bit of a clear section to it as well, which is quite nice. The hands on these dolls are always so detailed. Similarly to the LOL surprise dolls, the hands are just works of art on their own. She's got sort of silver nail polish on there. And on the underside, there's details in the fingers, and it's kind of amazing, really, the amount of details that they managed to put in them. So moving up to her face and her head, she does have these really nice earrings. They feel kind of a bit rubbery, because I wasn't sure whether the stones were, because obviously before I opened her, I wasn't sure if the stones were like a separate bit that were kind of actually in with sort of silver clasp, but they're not. They're basically just one whole piece rather than being a separate bits. And it's just designed to look like that, which is pretty amazing. They're also see-through as well, so you can kind of see my finger through that. So they are not opaque. So her face is obviously very pretty. She's got all the same kind of trimmings, I suppose, as you would find on a Rainbow High doll, in that she's got eyelashes, she's got the inset eyes, she's got really fabulous makeup here, which is kind of silver coloured. I'm going to lift her up again and see if we can get anything there. So yeah, so there is kind of, she's got silver eyeliner and silver kind of details around her eyes. She's also got this sort of like where they draw the hair on, but it's actually moulded, which I think is better. I'm never sure about the whole let's draw baby hairs on it. I always think, what happens if that's kind of, that paint comes off? It's going to just look really weird. But the fact that this is kind of moulded on, and obviously they have painted on it as well, because there is a kind of a white part there. But the rest, I think, is literally just part of the moulding. So that's not going to go funny, even if we lose the paint. And then obviously she's got this sort of like Lily Munster sort of white streak in it, which I think is kind of fun. It does just give it a bit more of a sort of a contrast, rather than let's just give her black hair, which is kind of nice. She'd also be a great doll for Halloween, I think, as well, for being able to sort of dress her up in things. And then to top it all off, we've got this ribbon in her hair. So it's basically a ribbon, again, it's kind of like a black chiffon ribbon. Sorry, there we go. It's a black chiffon ribbon and it's got like a sort of a jewel detail. Again, similarly to the earrings, that is basically just one piece. It's not kind of like, you know, it's not a jewel that's been sort of clasped in there. And it does look sort of see-through. So yeah, it's basically a chiffon ribbon, and it is attached with kind of black elastic to sort of keep the hair up, like that. So let's have a look at her second outfit. Okay, so here is part of the second outfit. So we have this skirt which has kind of like a leatherette, I'm guessing, or leather type material. We've got a bit around the base of the bottom of the skirt, also around the waist, and also a line down the front, which also involves studs on there. And there's two studs on the side. I'm not sure if they're meant to be pockets, but they'd be very low down, I think, if they were meant to be pockets. And then we've got this kind of the black and silver sort of houndstooth there on the skirt bit. The top is really nice as well. That is again made from sort of like the faux leather material, and it's got loads of details on. It's almost got kind of, I suppose these are kind of like studs up or sort of pearls there, and then it's got kind of a flower pattern here. Again, is sort of like sort of silver studded. There's also studs on the shoulder straps as well. Both outfits are basically velcroed at the back. Hopefully this material will not go as funny as some of the older sort of leatherette material on dolls. That basically it kind of perishes over time. I guess only time will tell with that. But yeah, obviously it's very detailed, as you would expect. I'm not sure about the skirt, I have to be honest. I'm not that keen. It seems like a real kind of mix of things there. It feels kind of old-fashioned. I'm not sure. Particularly when you team it with the other things, it might look a bit odd. But anyway, so that is that outfit there. And then we've got this sort of little jacket here, which is really nice. So it's like a leather jacket. It's got like a fake zip on there, and the sleeves are kind of the black sort of chiffon, which this would probably go really nicely with what she's wearing originally anyway, just because the chiffon will go really nice with the kind of the skirt and also the bow. So obviously it's leather all the way around. There's a two stud details on the lapels, which I'm guessing are meant to be buttons, you know, the kind of the fasten down buttons. And yeah, we've got a kind of a nice collar there as well, as you kind of expect from a kind of almost like a biker jacket, I suppose. So we've also got a second pair of shoes here, which I've not removed from the plastic there. They're similar in design to the other ones, although they're kind of different on the front. They've got the jewel detail, which might have been better with the outfit she's wearing now, almost, because, you know, it's got it kind of matches the headpiece. Although I guess she's probably gonna have the ribbon in her hair, whatever outfit she's wearing. And again, they're quite high heeled. I haven't really tried to change the shoes on Rainbow High dolls. The other one that I've got, which is the Daria Roslin one, her second pair also is basically just kind of like, you have to try and get this over the foot, which I'd be really worried about. It's quite malleable, but I'm just worried that I would end up tearing it in some way. So I haven't changed her shoes. I don't know if I'll be changing Shanelle's either. So yeah, so that is basically the second outfit. So, what do you think of Shanelle Onyx? Are you a fan of hers? Do you have her? Is she part of your collection? Would you like her to be part of your collection? I do really like her. I know I moaned a bit about the other dolls, saying that they're basically just like a grey mess. I'm sure when you see them in real life, You know, they're very different to how they look in the pictures. I think it was just wanting them to be more kind of like a defined and more kind of cohesive. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Please remember to like the video if you've liked it, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm almost at 200, which would be nice to get that, you know, before I die. So please take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.